Good morning, my vibrations. It's V to the I to the B to the mother of 5E. And here I am, okay. Sorry for yesterday's video. The day got away from me. I didn't get to film in the morning. I didn't get to read in the morning because it was not enough time. Because on Mondays, I actually travel an hour away from home to go to work. But okay, 10 minutes. And I'm just going to read where I put the bookmarker because I didn't have a chance to go back and look at the video. So here we go. We are at part 2 of chapter 5, The Power of Intention by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Your presence instills calmness. When you coincide with intention, your impact on others has a calming influence. People tend to feel more at peace, less threatened, and more at ease. The power of intention is the power of love and receptivity. It asks nothing of anyone, it judges no one, and it encourages others to be free to be themselves. As people feel calmer in your presence, they're inclined to feel safe by virtue of the energy of frequencies that you radiate. Their feelings are encouraged by your energy of love and receptivity, causing them to want to reach out and be with you. As Walt Whitman put it, we convince by our presence. If instead you bring the lower calibrations of judgment, hostility, anger, hatred, or depression to your interactions, you attract that level of energy if it's lurking in the people you're interacting with. This acts like a counterforce to those same energies if they're present in others. The impact intensifies the lower frequencies at that level and creates a field in which demands are placed as a result of feelings of inferiority or opposition. Intention doesn't interact against anything. It's like gravity, which doesn't move against anything, nor does gravity itself move. Think of impacting others like gravity, with no need to move against or attack anyone. People who feel empowered by your presence become kindred spirits. That can only happen if they feel safe rather than attacked, secure rather than judged, calm rather than harassed. Your presence leaves others feeling energized. I recall leaving a 2-hour session with a spiritual master and feeling as if I could conquer the world emotionally and spiritually. The saint was Mother Mirror, who held my head in her hands and gazed into my eyes with her egoless divinity. I felt so energized that I didn't sleep the entire night. I wanted more of what this joyous being had shown me through her presence alone. When you bring the frequencies of intention into the presence of others, they'll feel energized just by being in your immediate circle. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to act in any prescribed fashion. Your energy of attention alone will make others in your field feel as if they've mysteriously been empowered. As you begin consciously expressing the 7 phases of intention, you'll discover that others begin to commit. As you begin consciously expressing the 7 phases of intention, you'll discover that others begin to comment on the impact you're making on them. They'll want to assist you in fulfilling your own dreams. They'll be energized and volunteer to help you. They'll even begin to offer to finance your dreams with their energized new ideas. As I've grown in my consciousness of the power of intention, I've been told I've had an impact without my doing anything other than spending an evening having a meal in a restaurant. People tell me they've been energized with greater confidence and determination and inspiration after our time together. I've done nothing. They felt impacted by the field of high energy we share. Now, if you're not familiar with the 7 phases of intention, go back and make sure you go back and you watch all the rest of the videos because we did discuss the 7 phases of intention, even though they'll come up again. Your presence allows others to feel better about themselves. Have you ever noticed when you're in the presence of certain people that you feel better about yourself? Their compassionate energy has the noticeability. Their compassionate energy has the noticeably pleasant impact of simply making you feel really good about yourself. You'll impact others with this energy of compassion as you develop your connection to intention. People will sense that you care about them, understand them, and are interested in them as unique individuals. With this kind of connection of with this kind of connection to intention, you're less likely to focus conversation on yourself and use others to massage your ego. On the contrary, begin in the company of someone who's disdainful or indifferent in On the contrary, being in the company of someone who's disdainful or indifferent impacts you quite differently. If this is the low energy you transmit to others, they're quite likely to depart the encounter feeling less than wonderful about themselves, unless they're so strongly connected to intention that they can override the impact of this low energy. These extremely low energies these extremely low energy thoughts and behaviors are evident if you use every topic that's brought up as an excuse to talk about yourself. Any behavior similar to this displays ego-dominated energy that impacts others unpleasantly. Moreover, it leaves others feeling as if they're insignificant or unimportant and obviously feeling worse about themselves when it is a repeated pattern in a significant relationship. Your presence allows others to feel unified. The effect of being in the presence of people expressing high frequencies is to feel unified and connected to all of nature, all of humankind, and to intention. As you raise your frequencies, your impact on others invites them to be on the same team. You are unified and want to assist each other in the fulfillment of a common objective. The opposite of this feeling of unity is feeling polarized and cut off. Low energy is demanding and always moves against others. Therefore, it will inevitably produce a win-lose condition. The energies of antagonism, judgment, hatred, and the like set up a counterforce in which somebody has to lose. When you have an enemy, you need to establish a defense system, and having to defend yourself becomes the nature of your relationship. One person's need to move against and polarize sets in motion the conditions for war. War is always expensive. This is all avoidable by staying connected to intention and bringing that higher energy to your relationships, allowing those you encounter to feel the oneness with you, with everyone else, with nature, and with God. Your presence instills a sense of purpose. When you're in the higher spiritual energies, you bring something to others that's most inexplicable. Your presence and behavior from a space of love, acceptance, non-judgment, and kindness becomes a catalyst for others feeling on purpose in their lives. By staying at the higher energies of optimism, forgiveness, understanding, reverence for spirit, creativity, serenity, and bliss, you radiate this energy and convert lower energies to your higher vibrations. These people whom you so non-deliberately impact begin to feel your quiet reverence and serenity. Your own purpose, which revolves around serving others and therefore serving God, becomes fulfilled, and as a bonus, you create allies. I've had thousands of people tell me that just by attending a lecture or a talk at a church where the primary message is hope, love, and kindness is sufficient motivation for them to make a commitment to pursuing their purpose. When I'm the speaker at such events, I always enter from the rear of the room to take some time to drink in the energy of hope, optimism, and love. I can literally feel their collective energy. It's like a peaceful wave of pleasure, as if there were a warm shower running inside of me. This is energy. It's the stuff of intention, and it's powerfully motivating and helping everyone feel purposeful and hopeful. Your presence allows others to trust in authentic personal connections. By bringing the traits of intentions to others, you allow trust to be present. You'll notice both an inclination and a willingness on the part of others to open up and confide in you. This is related to the quality of trust. In the atmosphere of higher energy, people trust and want to share their personal stories with you. By being so connected to intention, you are more godlike, and who would you trust more than God to share your secrets with? Recently, during an early morning whale-watching expedition, a woman who had no idea of my identity disclosed to me her history of failed relationships and how unfulfilled she felt. In conversation with me in an energy field that allows and encourages trust, she let herself take the risk of opening up to a stranger. This has occurred frequently since I've been living the principles of the 7 faces of intention. And I can say that this happens to me all the time too. I've been living the principles of the 7 faces of since I've been living the principles of 7 faces of intention. As St. Francis of Assisi put it, it is no use walking anywhere to preach unless our walking is our preaching. You'll ultimately discover that by carrying this energy of intention with you, even strangers will do what they can to serve you and help you accomplish your own intentions. The opposite results are apparent when you emit the lower energy frequencies. If your distrustful energy exhibits itself in anxious, judgmental, dictatorial, superior, or demanding ways, others are disinclined to help you get what you want. The truth is that your low energy emissions often leave others with the desire to interfere with your own intentions. Why? Because your lower energies help to create a counterforce, conflict erupts, winners and losers are necessary, and enemies are created, all because of your unwillingness to stay connected to the faces of intention. Alrighty, people, I gotta go. So there you go. Chapter 5, part 2, we will resume tomorrow. And I do believe that I will start reading every morning. And if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. And be on the lookout because my first video back, which I'm getting footage for, and I'm going to do some editing, is an actual full morning routine for Nation. I took these videos in separate parts. So in some video, in the first, so I'll be in different outfits each video because I recorded them at different times. And the shower, when I do the shower, I will be blaring out Nation's private parts because he did give me permission to film him in the shower because I wanted you guys to see what our morning routine is like. So you'll see him shower, you'll see him get up out the bed, you see him shower, we're brushing teeth, we're putting clothes, and then it's on to the bus. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the rest of this video. And I have to start remembering to look at the camera and to not look at myself, but we're working on that. But thank you guys so much, and thank you so much for my new subscribers. And if you made it to this part of this video, you are a rock star, and I appreciate you so very much. And I really am enjoying reading The Power of Intention because I've read this a couple times, and it really does help to think about the faces of intention. So make sure you go back and you look for the 7 faces of intention because I did write them in one of the earlier videos. There in the description box. But okay, I have to go rambling on. All right, have a great day.